Hello guys, welcome to Online Web Tutor presented by Profotech Solutions team. I am Sanjay. We are learning Laravel Admin Panel Development Beginners tutorial. This is our part number 25. Inside this video session guys, we will discuss about create faculty type and we are going to save those data to a database table. And also guys, if you are a beginner to the channel then please don't forget to subscribe and keep watching our previous video sessions to get the clear concept about Laravel Admin Panel Development tutorial. So basically guys, so far what we have completed, if we back to our browser, now this is our administrator panel. Inside this, in our some previous videos, we have created about sections. We have used these sections to list out on add class, and by using this add class, we have created our classes, and we have saved these two datas inside the respective tables like class sections and the respective table something called classes. So now inside this video session we are going to start with the new submenu of called add type. This is add faculty type. Layout we have made, only we need to add the some piece of code so that the data actually save inside the table something. We have the database table something called TVL faculty types. So we are going to save the data from this form to this table. So back to editor. Now open up our web.php something routes file. So inside the routes, open up web.php. Inside this web.php, our add faculty type, this is the route, and inside this route we are using called, this is the method add faculty type inside faculty type controller. So let's open up about the controller, and this is about faculty type controller. Inside this we have a method called add faculty type. So to open up the views file, we have to go inside resources folder. So resources, admin, views, and we have a file called add faculty type.blade.php. So inside this file, we have to put some parameters of the attributes inside this form. So let's say that this will be post data, and also we have to add called route. Inside this route, I'm going to use the name parameter for our route. So let's say that route, and this is something, if I scroll here, let's say that save faculty type. Now next we have to add a CSRF token inside this form. So let's add that. So this is something CSRF field, and this is all about SC, this is about CS. Copy this named parameter. So let's say that save faculty type, go to web.php, and inside this file I'm going to add one more route, and this method should be post, and let's say that list, or let's say save faculty type. We are going to use the same controller. Inside this same controller we have to make a method, and let's say save faculty type, and also we need to replace with this name parameter something like that. Now next we have to define this method inside this controller. So go to controller, scroll down, and let's say that public function method name, and inside this method we are going to save our form data to our database table, and inside this method we have to pass a request object. So this is something request object, and also we need to import our validator package to validate our fields. So let's say that use, let's say validator. By using this validator class, actually we are going to validate our fields what we got from our forms and before saving to our database field. So by importing that, let's say that validator equal to, let's say validator, we have a method called make. Inside this make method we have to pass to array. Inside this first array we have to pass our values, what actually we are getting our values from this form. So right now we are getting two values. So let's say faculty type, this is our first value, so faculty type, and what we have actually column name inside this table something called type. So let me say that this is type, okay, and we are getting this value inside this request object, and this is the value we are getting inside this faculty type. Okay, so I'm going to inside this second array. Inside this second array we have to validate this type field. So we need to pass that type, and what are the rules? Rules is that something, this parameter firstly required, and finally it should be unique all over the database table of faculty type. Okay, means we want a unique value of each faculty type, so it should be something unique. And unique colon symbol, after colon symbol we have to pass the table name. So this is the table name, so TVL faculty type, so copy and pasting it here. Finally we need to validate, so if validator tends to fails, it means that we have some errors. It means that we have not validated all the rules with this faculty type. So in that case we need to return, and let's say that redirect with, let's say, errors, and this is the validator. So let's say validator with input. So by getting false condition or our method tends to fails, then this will be happen. It will redirect to the same page with our messages. So now if suppose our form successfully passed all the condition, so in that case we need to save the data. So let's say that faculty type equal to, let's say, new, and we have the method, we have a model that we have imported to save that, something called faculty type model. So copy this model name back to our method, and let's say that this is our method. Finally we need to call, let's say, faculty type. We have a column called type. Inside this type we need to save this data. So I'm going to copy that, pasting it here. Next we have the column inside that table, something called status. That is, status indicates that which faculty type is active and or inactive. So it is coming inside the form field called dd underscore status. So copy this field name, go here, pasting it here, and finally we need to save that. So let's say faculty type, and this is our save method. So finally we have done all the required things for this code. Now I'm going to copy and paste some of the pieces of codes from our previous files. So if I open up add class.blade.php, in that file actually we have put some of the codes for our session messages. So if I copy this code, close this file, go to HTML file, inside that file go at the top, and I'm going to paste and all the codes right here. So this is all about the flash messages, what we are getting inside these errors or inside this message section. Again I'm going to add the controller section. Let's open up called class section controller. Inside this controller we have made a session flash message. So if I copy these two lines back to our faculty type controller, pasting it here, and let's say that class section, instead of this let's say that faculty type has been created successfully. And this is all about go to web.php route. Actually we need to redirect on add faculty type, so copy this route name back to controller. This is all about pasting it here, and also we need to pasting it here. If I make some formatting to these two lines, so now save this file, go to administrator panel, reload this page, and if I suppose let's say create that lab master, this is our faculty type. So if I press Ctrl plus to zoom that lab master, I press submit, and the type has been already taken. Let me check that. Go to database table and let me check that. Okay, we have already have an entry like lab master. So I am just checking, and let's see that sports master, or it's a game teacher. If I press submit, faculty type has been created successfully. Go to table, reload this page, and here we have an entry called game teacher. Again I'm going to and put that, let's say that physics teacher. Click on submit, go to table, reload this page. We have again one more entry. So this is how guys we have created our faculty types and saved to this table. Again back to administrator panel, go to our list. In the last previous video sessions guys, we have made this data table server side listing by using Yajra box. In that case, this is the faculty types we have added currently from this add faculty type form. Again if I go to add list sections, this is the section we have added. Also go to list classes and scroll down. This is the classes. So I think that in pagination in page 2, this is the class we have added in our last video. So basically what we have added so far from our form to database table, it is all reflecting to our Yajra box data table server side listing box. Now next we need to show all the added faculty types. If you go to add faculty, we need to show all the added faculty types inside this choose type. Right now it is only a static value. Go to editor, go to web.php file and open up something called add faculty, and basically this is add faculty defined in the controller called faculty controller. So open up faculty controller.php and this is add faculty method. And if you go about the resource file, something called add faculty.blade.php, inside this file, inside this form, this is how about the static data. So we need to change it dynamic by using these faculty types. Back to controller, let's say that use app, let's say models, and we have the model called faculty type model. By using this model, we are going to import all the data. We are going to take all the data from our TBL faculty types table and push into it the add faculty view file. So let's say that types equal to faculty type. I'm going to put where condition. We want only the static or let's say active faculty type. So it should be status equal to 1. It means that we are getting all the active members, active faculty types. And finally by using get method, in the next line I'm going to pass all these types to this view file inside this array. So let's say types, and this is the variable where we have stored all the values. Copy these types, go to our view file, and I'm going to remove all these options static values from here, and let's say that select faculty type. It should contain -1 value because it is the first option to say to select that. Next I'm going to check, let's say if count. Inside this count function we need to pass types. It means that we are checking that we have some value or not. And also let me close that, and if. So and if inside that, it means that we have some values. So let's say for each, let's say types as index, and also let's say type. Firstly let's close this for each, so int for each. Now inside this for each I'm going to put our options. So let's option, we need to copy this type, pasting it here, and we have a key called type. This is the type column name. It will give about the type name, and also inside this I'm going to pass the value. By adding any faculty type, it should go with that ID. So pasting it here, and let's say that ID. So if I save this file, go to our browser, reload this page, and inside this select faculty type, click on that, all the sections are now reflecting inside this drop down dynamically. So if suppose if you go to the database table, again I'm going to change this labs master to 1 to 0. It means that we have made inactive. Reload this page again, and now from this drop down labs master does not exist. It means that that faculty type is inactive. So in the next video session guys, we are going to save this faculty type data to our database table, something called TBL faculties. So inside this video session guys, if you have any doubt then please drop your comment. I will give my reply as soon as possible. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day.